He is the host of the upcoming Fox News show, Life, Liberty, and Levin, nationally syndicated radio talk show host, also a host on CRTV. I call him the Great One. Thank me. God bless us. Look, I don't want to waste a lot of time. We now have two dossiers. We now have two memos with the new memo from Grassley's committee tonight. And this one now talks about Sid Blumenthal and other Clintonites literally feeding Steele more phony information and rationalizing this phony Russian paid-for dossier that is, number one, used first to manipulate and lie to the American people, and then used as a basis, in part, for a FISA warrant against the candidate and then an incoming president to undermine his presidency. Great one. I couldn't write a novel this bad.
And this is bad. And let me tell you a couple things here. Now we know why Schiff and the rest of them are fighting so hard. Now we know why the left-wing Praetorian Guard, Democrat media are fighting so hard, trashing Nunes, me, you, and others. Let's walk through this quickly. Who are they trying to protect? Hillary Clinton. Sean, who else are they trying to protect? Barack Obama. His name never comes up, so let me help everybody with this. Loretta Lynch knew about these FISA warrants. Yates, the Deputy Attorney General. The extensions, Rob Rosenstein, now the Deputy Attorney General, he knew. FBI Director Comey, Deputy Director McCabe, Strzok, the head of counterintelligence, Page, his girlfriend. Who else would have known about these FISA applications and warrants? Well, let me tell you a little secret. These are counterintelligence efforts. You have to assume the National Security Council and the White House knew. Why would the FBI, the Justice Department, keep that from the National Security Director in the White House? Why would they keep it from the Deputy Director in the White House? So why would it be left out of the President's daily intelligence briefing, which I mentioned in March, Congress also needs to get a hold of? I am telling you, we're looking at the FBI, we're looking at the Department of Justice, and we're not looking at all at the White House. Hillary Clinton paid for a warrant. That's the easiest way we can put it. Hillary Clinton colluded with the Russians, but it appears the FBI at the senior-most levels colluded with the Russians, too. Whether it was witting or unwitting, it doesn't matter. That's a fact. So the senior level of the FBI tried to interfere with this election as well. This is why it's such a big deal. Now, I know Republicans are bending over backwards saying this has nothing to do with Mueller. It has everything to do with Mueller, because it transitioned from a counterintelligence investigation into a criminal investigation after Comey, of all things, confesses to being a leaker. And Mueller is the former FBI director. Those are his people. That's his environment. He's not out there as some independent force. But I want to get back to Barack Obama. It's his FBI, his Department of Justice, his State Department, his candidate. I cannot believe for a minute that the National Security Council didn't know about this. And to show you how elaborate this is, now that more information's coming out, we haven't even gotten to the incidental collection of intelligence on people, including, by the way, Sessions when he met with and spoke to the Russian ambassador, Michael Flynn when he spoke to the Russian ambassador, the unmasking and leaking of his name, the record number of unmasking of American citizens in Trump world, and so forth and so on. And the American people have been subjected to a massive propaganda and misinformation campaign by the Clinton campaign, by the Obama administration. Let me ask you a logical question, Sean. Why would the Russians want Donald Trump to be president of the United States when they get everything they want from Hillary Clinton? Whether it's uranium, whether it's undermining our defense by cutting military spending, by refusing to secure our border. Why in the world would the Russians want Trump as opposed to Hillary Clinton? Let me jump in
for a second. So really, if we were able to get the FISA application, we don't want to get rid of sources and methods, and if we were able to make public Barack Obama's presidential daily briefing, you're betting, and I agree with you, tonight, that it would clearly show that he knew all of this was happening.
Look, they have these front guys, Brennan out there and Clapper out there, and they're propagandists out there, but they don't have Susan Rice out there and Ben Rhodes out there and Valerie Jarrett out there. Barack Obama's gone into the witness protection program. Nobody even knows where he is anymore. His name never comes up. I'm telling you that the frenzied defense of what's taken place here It's to protect Hillary and to protect Obama. Since when has the Democrat Party supported law enforcement? They undermined the Baltimore Police Department. They undermined the Ferguson Police Department, the NYPD, the LAPD. All of a sudden, they're defending the FBI. And then they turn around and say, why are you attacking the FBI? You and I and others are defending the FBI against the rogue activity that's taken place at the most senior levels. And the leaking, we already know. Comey's a leaker, McCabe's a leaker, Strzok's a leaker, Page is a leaker. How many other leakers were coming out of the FBI? Which is how we knew on March 2nd, 5th, and 6th of last year something was wrong. We got a little bit of FISA information being leaked. We got a little bit of stuff out of the FBI about the New York Times about wiretaps. We were able to try and piece this together on your show, among others. And then it all now makes sense. This is a massive spectacle, a massive
bit of
corruption
in the history of this country. You're a historian.
Well, whether it is or not, I mean, the fact of the matter is, it is. Listen, not only do we need a special counsel, we need a commission. I was talking to my wife about this Friday night. Dershowitz mentioned it over the weekend. He's right. We need the criminal investigation and we need a policy investigation to come up with what we need to do. We cannot walk away from this.
All right. By the way, the Great One will be on this show every other week, you promised. And the Great One show starts in February. More Hannity after this.